Welcome back everyone to another episode of Let's Play Advanced Tactics Gold. Behind the scenes, I just created a new headquarters in the north. It's long overdue really, and I'm really debating about what to do in the north. So I will attach all these units to this headquarters as soon as this turn finishes. Unfortunately, they're going to lose half their readiness, as we see here. This cavalry I did attach, and I lost half its readiness. Now this cavalry is not going to be involved in the fighting, so it's fine. I was also thinking about possibly attacking this this armored car unit with my infantry. Now, it's kind of a tough situation because armored cars are really good on the attack. So if I just pull up combat stats, and now I'm going to compare this against the machine guns. And I have machine gun 4s, so let's bring those out. So what we see here is that armored cars, when they're attacking infantry, are twice as strong on combat value and almost twice as many hit points. So that means, well, okay, let's attack them so that they're on the defense. Unfortunately, machine gun 4s are worse against the attack against armor. I mean, they're worse against everything on the attack, but they're only half as good on the attack. And half of my units here are machine guns. Now, against infantry, I always want to be defending if I have a choice. So it's just, I have this debate whether it's better to attack or to defend. And, well, I'll just pose that question, throw it out there, and probably I'll do nothing. Maybe at the end of this turn I'll actually switch the headquarters for these units. I'm not sure. I also switched up my production a bit. I want to get some more trains, and I want to get some more trucks because I did run out of rail capacity on this turn trying to beef up my stuff. So I did all the rail capacity, only 331 left, which is not enough to do anything, but I did reinforce my headquarters in the west. So got excuse me, we got more staff in these, and they're up to 100%, and this one's up to 106. That's all well and good. Reinforced with another standard light tank because one got destroyed. Okay, good. So what's in store for this turn? I'm going to start off by doing a few select artillery and dive bombings along the front. My goal is to attack this hex, this hex, and probably peel upward, maybe getting this guy or this guy, I'm not sure which. In the south, I guess the south is the easiest thing to start with because I know exactly what I want to do. I want to use artillery on this guy and this guy. Oh wait, was it dive bomb? I say exactly. Yeah, this one's a dive bomb. So I'm going to dive bomb this guy first. The reason why, I want to know exactly what he actually has, and if he does have 6 infantry guns, I'd like to destroy them. And they're really not going to be within range of my dive bombers. Actually, let me use this guy instead for very long. So let's see what. So they actually only have 4 infantry guns. Again, our reconnaissance was a little off, and I only ended up killing one of them. So that's no bueno. Okay, so nothing really happened. I just did nothing. All I can say from that, and they're in the low mountains, so it makes sense, but all I can say is that I have accurate scouting information against them now, and that can be helpful. If nothing else, that's what we got. Okay, I want to see how much fuel that used. So, quite a lot, unfortunately. I used 600 on my fuel just in one dive bomb attack. If I want to move my tanks, I have to be careful about how much dive bombing activity I do. So the next thing, which one was going to get it? Another one of these guys is going to get it, and I forget which one. This guy. Okay, so I'm going to also dive bomb this hex. I should have used artillery first, probably, but that's fine. Because this is one that will get the artillery. I'm not sure even. Let's see, one here, and maybe one here, and 2 down here. Okay, so for artillery, we might as well follow up attack with these guys because I don't think I need to use artillery on these to be successful. My mic. Sorry. Well, I want to use artillery on these guys, so let's just go ahead and do that. I want to see if I can do enough damage with artillery to make it worthwhile attacking them. I'm really all over the place so far. I have my plan, it's in my head, but slow forthcoming. Well, 36 readiness is pretty low. Entrenchment lowerment is good. I'm not convinced it's a good idea to attack up there, considering I'm only attacking with infantry. My armor is not going to go into the hills. Like, here's a situation where I could use armor. It'd be simple, but the 50% reduction to my armor combat strength is pretty significant. Okay, so now where's our artillery going to go? Well, I know that I want to... Was it this one, dive bomb? I can't remember if this is dive bomb or artillery. And this one is artillery, so this is dive bomb. Okay, I know that it's... Yeah, this one's dive bomb, so let's go ahead and dive bomb this one. Do I have enough fuel? I'm not sure this is a good idea. I probably should have used artillery. So we are really suffering from fuel. It's funny because I never thought that would be the case. Alright, well, let's conserve our fuel for everything else. I know I want to use artillery here. Oh, I want this guy. Yes. I might not be able to do all the things I wanted to do because I don't have enough fuel. Our offensive may be held up with fuel concerns, which is kind of a fun, realistic thing to have happen. So let's bomb these guys as well. I know that I want to do a lot of artillery bombing around this little kink in the front lines right here. And I wanted to do artillery here as well, or was it in all the places? Because I don't have enough fuel for dive bombing, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this hex twice with artillery. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to bombard this one with both of these guys, which is only an 8 stack of my possible artillery, so we won't suffer any penalties. But it should just blow the ever-loving crap out of these guys. I'm expecting some real reductions here. Okay, 72 to 29. I'm surprised we only killed 11. That's very surprising. Now, both these guys have been used. It shouldn't take that much fuel to squeak out one more. Can I squeak out one more? So certainly our fuel concerns need to be addressed, but I've moved all my engineers and I won't get more fuel until next turn. I mean, I won't get an increase until next turn, which means I won't see the benefits for 2 more turns. Now, I also split these engineers. Oh, I didn't split them yet. So I'm going to split this guy into 2 different formations. With the reason I'm doing this is because I want to send one group of engineers north to blow the bridge. If worst case scenario, I need to fall back. I want to blow the bridge behind me so that I can defend just this 1 hex area. But I need some guys in the south to create roads as I push forward to keep my supply moving. Okay, so where does that leave us? With the possibility of doing attack here. And since this has 6, I think I'm going to risk the oil situation and do one last dive bomb here. Because this is really where I want it. And the rest will just have to be dealt with artillery, but I do want to finally push out from the square, so let's do it. And we'll see how much fuel this used in a moment. We got some good results though. We took out all their non-infantry, either retreat or casualty. Only killing 1 armor car is not ideal, but at least we killed 3 infantry guns, so. Lower the readiness a little bit more as well, and their entrenchment. Basically just keep hounding on them. Alright, so I think we have enough fuel. I forgot how much fuel these guys use to do anything. 5 fuel to move and 20 for an attack. Egads. I did want to use mostly armor on my attacks this turn, but we might have to do a little bit less armor. Like, this is fine. I can leave this armor here and maybe just move him forward. This guy still has his artillery bombardment left? Huh. Well, since I'm not going to be using the tanks to drive forward, let's just use the artillery here. Since I'm not going to have a 3-sided attack like I was expecting, I might as well weaken these guys as much as possible. And this should be pretty devastating. Yeah, they're down to 13 readiness. This should be a walk in the park. So let's attack from both sides. Not that it really helps, just 5%. We are a little over the attack stack, which I wanted to eliminate by getting this third unit, but fine, it's fine. We didn't lose very much, because as soon as enough casualties or retreated units decrease your attack stack below the maximum, it immediately switches over to the other system where you aren't more vulnerable to damage. That's nice. So I know I want to move this guy in. He could even follow up attack. That's not even a bad idea considering the readiness is so low. Okay. Yeah, I'll follow up an attack because these guys didn't take any casualties at all. So let's go ahead and attack using this guy, and it should just be instant death. Good, it is. Great. So we eliminated that unit. We took over this oil, which is, wow, an added benefit. One I didn't even consider. Actually, how much fuel does it take for you to move? 20? I think it might be worth it for me to move up here just so I can secure this oil hex since, I mean, oil is a big problem right now, right? Let's do it. And let's push this guy 40. So 282 is down. Okay, that's exactly what I thought. So 282 is down by, wait, it was 242, so it took 20, which is 5 from each of these guys. Perfect, okay. Everything's working according to what it claims to be. 5 fuel per tank per movement. And that's what it was. So we secured our line again, and we have conquered this oil, which is nice because it's an oil level 2. Wow, that's actually tremendous. I didn't even plan that ahead. I don't know why I wasn't thinking about that before. But that's fine. Alright, we're 10 minutes in, and I haven't gone through all my attacks even in the south yet. So let's leave the rest of this line alone because I really can't attack with tanks. I have to be very, very not cautious, but conservative. Yeah, conservative with my fuel. I don't even think, can I actually do this? It will allow me to. That's strange. Well, how about this? Let me attack with my tanks here first. And then let's see where we're at after that. Okay, so I want to attack with tank, tank. And let's, instead of attacking, I was going to attack with the tanks down here, but let's instead attack with the infantry just to conserve a little more fuel. So here we go. We want to attack with the tank up here. Man, maybe I should do the same thing. Okay, let me just take a look at the, what's your stats? You're completely ready for the attack, but you are 2. And it's just way better to attack with armor. Especially against armored cars. Yeah, we need to attack with at least, I mean, at least 1, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to attack with 2. Hopefully this doesn't put us over the edge too badly on oil. We lost a lot of infantry, but wow, crushing losses for them. 57, oh my gosh, riflemen. We lost 6 machine guns, so, well, gonna have to get some more of those. But that's fine. Now, who do we want to move in? Well, let's just move in. This will be the kink, but there's no combat units, essentially. Oh my gosh, it took all of our oil except for 2. Okay. The question is, can we even move? Okay, so the movement, the attack does cover the fuel for moving in there as well. That's nice to know. I think we want to move, well, we certainly want to move anybody from here in. So let's move that guy. Oh no, it doesn't. Our oil just dropped to 0. Well, that's not good. Can this guy, he can't dive bomb anymore, can he? It's saying we can. Do these guys just suffer a penalty if they... Out of fuel attack is ×3. Oh, okay. So they can still attack. It just won't cost fuel. I mean, that's fine. I'm actually okay with that. They're only going to do 1/3 the damage they normally would, but I'm still okay with that, just so I can squeeze out a little bit more from my dive bombers this turn. And it's not like my dive bombers are at risk of taking damage, so... And that means my tanks can actually also move, because... they'll just move slower, but they're still able to move. So the kink is now the weakest point, so let's move this infantry forward there. We still have a guard defending our city, which is fine. Now, I shouldn't be attacking with these guys because it looks like they will attack at basically a third of their normal attack value. That is not good. It's kind of interesting. What is the right play here then? Because I can still attack with... Can this guy... Yeah, I can still move these... These infantry can attack again. Can these guys attack? They can. So I can do a 3-sided attack. Actually, I could do a 4-sided attack because this guy hasn't moved yet, 100 action points. So I could do some kind of 3-way attack or something, maybe even just 2-way attack here. Alright, we have 2 artillery left. I think the obvious thing here is to use artillery here to weaken them up for a possible attack. So let's do it. And if I need, I'll bring in the other artillery and just bomb the same hex. But 27 readiness, they're down to, well, let's take a look at the predicted reconnaissance. I mean, that wasn't amazing. So we definitely can attack with these guys. Since we're already out of oil, I might as well secure their extra point of attack. It's not like I'm going to use them for anything else, and even though they'll be attacking weaker, this unit will be so overrun, and it'd be nice not to have the attack stack penalty. I just don't see any reason not to use them, since they're not going to be doing anything else this turn. I don't have any other use for them, and I don't perceive any danger in using them in the attack. So let's do this. Let's attack with these guys. We do want to attack... Oh, wait. It won't let me attack with them. Why is that? Because movement cost is 3 times more expensive, and it would cost... What does it normally cost to move into planes? 60. So, yeah, I see why. So it normally costs 20 to move in here, but since it now costs 40, the action points to attack in are 120. Okay, that's good. So they make it impossible to attack when you're out of fuel. Fair enough. Then maybe I'll move this guy up and have him attack from that angle. Is that important to do? Or is it more important to have... Well, I'm not sure. These guys will actually... They should technically defend worse when they're out of fuel as well. So maybe I should move my infantry... Well, I have infantry here. Like into defensive positions. Gosh, this is so tough. I can move here, move there. No attack, so... Let's move here. Okay, I think that was the right decision. And that means that this guy... He might as well attack and then move here. And then these 2 guys can attack this guy. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that. Okay, let's attack from this side. And maybe this side. No, it's still put... So let's just attack with all of them then. Whatever. Go, go. As we expected, I'm not even going to look at the results. But let's move this guy here instead. And that's his turn. We can move this guy in. And now let's peel upward by attacking here. And we'll attack this guy with everyone. Everyone who can, please attack. So we got 232 out of 220% bonus. Should be just instant death for them, and it is. 37 dead, I lost 8. Well, I don't like that I'm losing so many machine guns, but I think that was still the right move. Move in. Move in. And can you move? No, you can't do anything. Yeah. So you're stuck there for now, but that's fine. You'll be a reserve unit, let's pretend. Okay. So we still have our little artillery left. Can this guy move here now? He moves here at the cost of 25, then he can get a few rounds off on this guy. Well, he can get a few rounds off on either of these guys. These guys are so weak in readiness. I think I'm going to bombard these guys instead. Well, either way we need to move forward, so let's actually just attack these guys. We only killed 3. That's not great. Okay, well, I think that's all we can do for this turn then. We've pushed in the south. We secured a level 2 oil, which is awesome, because that's really what I need right now. And, oh, in the north. What did we want to do in the north? I think I'm just going to hold tight for now. The problem is if I don't know what they're going to do. But if I switch these guys' headquarters now, I guess I'll switch this guy. He will drop by 50, but I need to do this sooner or later. So right now, I'll let his readiness recover. If he's attacked by this guy, I'll just hope that my rifleman can defeat the armored car. Okay. Well, that's all for this turn. Let's see what happens. Oh, I want to upgrade my artillery. I almost forgot. And I want to use all of our precious supply to go to statistics, order of battle, and auto upgrade. That dropped us only down to 7,500, so we're still looking good. Okay, end turn. Chinese doing their thing. I really don't know what. Okay, so they are attacking. They are attacking there as well. We held. That's nice. They're attacking again. We didn't get pushed back, so I hope we won those. A lot of rearranging going. I'm hoping that this pressure in the south will pull units down. Oh my gosh. Oh, good heavens. Oh my goodness. Wow. Well, that's very significant. That's about 10 to 1 kills to losses. My gosh. Oh, good. So somebody else increased by 50, so 5 more units. Jun Kanagawa. Boy, I'm really sorry for my pronunciation. They gained these new cards in their personal... I don't really know what that means, but... What does that mean? So let's see what happened. Let's go to the history. This is the... Let's just go right to the next battle. Okay. So they attacked my low mountain unit. We suffered... Most of our losses were suffered here. They lost, wow, 73 rifles, though. That's quite a few. Now, I don't think it'll show me red arrows if they're attacking from multiple hexes. So I guess this is just where the majority of the attack came from. Okay, that's still pretty bad. The next battle, they did attack here, and we didn't lose anything. Wow. My low readiness units really held strong. So I guess that answers the question about whether to attack or not. They lost all their rifles, and they only have armor cars left. That's incredible. I will definitely attack them if they literally have no riflemen left. Because the best thing you can do against an armor car is attack it. Next battle. They moved some units, and wow, 436 attacked here. And we only lost 3 units, and they lost so many, so many. But this is because my submachine guns are in this hex. That's exactly what they're meant to do, is to defend forest. I mean, this was exactly the strength of this unit. Machine gun for infantry, submachine gun, which is really good against everything in the forest. So not really... I don't know if this was a well-advised attack. And that's the last thing that they did. Okay, wow. Okay, well, before we end this episode, I'm just going to roll my dice and see, does China go to war with us? They don't. This is really silly. I'm using a 20-sided die that I have here. And my go to war conditions is if I roll 15 or above, and I've rolled a 14 twice. So we've been close, but the borders are still closed. Well, I'm going to do a few things off camera. Again, move my engineers, adjust my production. Let's just take a brief look at what's going on. Alright, so they've reinforced this raw, but they've left the south open. We have significantly more oil than we did last turn. That's going to be helpful. We're definitely going to have to push some artillery forward, so this guy will have to move forward before he bombs here, which is probably exactly what he'll do. Is that what? 25 to move there? Yeah, I'm sure that's exactly what he's going to do. Let's see. We have artillery in position to basically, this one can attack here, this one can attack here, and we'll probably attack both of those. This artillery will move forward. That'll only cost 20, right? Yeah, and then he'll attack here. He'll get 8 rounds. This artillery will attack here because this is massive. We'll probably dive bomb. and we'll finally be able to attack in the very northwest. That's awesome. Okay, well, I'm really excited. I'm going to go ahead and save the episode, end it here, and do a few things off camera, and then we'll be right back for more Advanced Tactics Gold. Until then, take care.